Welcome to Well, That Didn't Work's, what is this, April's update?
It's already April, which means we're 6 months in, dude.
Just a little over, actually.
We're 6 months. We're
That's a heck of a
just
milestone.
over 6 months in.
Well, you know what? For 6 months, we've got a whole lot that's happened. So we'll just get right down to it, and I'll let you know that we are still continuing with our active games this month. We are running Legend of the Five Rings. We are running our Call of Cthulhu mini campaign that should wrap up in a few episodes. And we are also running our Star Wars.
Yeah, man. And yeah, Call of Cthulhu has been a lot of fun. I'll say that. Like getting to play, for me, has been really great. It's been it's been a good time. So, by the way, Mike and I are both GMs on the show.
I guess I should introduce myself.
This is Mike.
I'm still not Jason, who's an 18-year-old female.
Yes. And I'm Percy. I GM a lot of the shows so far, but I think we're slowly moving away from that and being the truth.
We had to start somewhere, Percy.
We did have to start somewhere, and
you got the short straw.
I did, and we'll save the best for last, and we'll put our worst foot forward. That's kind of how we approach that.
I should have gone first.
So yeah, we've got those active games, and then it's April, which means there are 5 recording days. We record on Tuesday evenings, so every month that we have a 5th Tuesday, we're gonna do something special, like a one-shot game, and we've decided to do a game that I have lovingly titled Terry Crews and His Hypnotic Pectorals. This is going to be a superhero-based RPG using the City of Mist rule set, which is still fairly new, less than a year old, I think. And it's kind of like a mix of like a Fate style game and like an apocalypse world. It kind of meshes those two ideas together to make a really fantastic game. So I'm very excited for that. And we're actually having 2 people from another podcast called Dude Check This Out join us for that one shot. And we're really excited to have Kevin and Noah on for that evening.
Well, I'm glad that they're going to be coming, but just to be honest, I think that's one of the pieces of information and news that we have. One of the ones that I'm excited about is our giveaway.
Our giveaway, yes. So we're giving away a dice tower, maybe 2 dice towers, just kind of depending on how much response we get. And it's real easy to enter into this giveaway. Just go to patreon.com/notworkingcrew and donate. For every $1 that you donate between now and June, which is when we're going to give away these items, you get an entry. So if you start donating now that it's April, you'll get 3 months worth of entries, depending on what amount you donate at. If you donate $2 a month, you'll get 6 entries between now and June. If you do the $15 a month, you're getting 45 entries to win this thing. So the dice tower is really great. I love it. I don't know what's laughable.
Well, what I'm laughing at, Percy, is you were so excited to get into telling what this was and how to get a hold of it that now, 30 seconds later, you've been watching that there's a dice tower picture that is now sitting on your screen for 30 seconds.
Wow, for 30 seconds, that's a long time. So we do have a how to make it video, a DIY video that Mike did as he built this thing, and it rolls great. It's a really high quality, lightweight dice tower that I think would be a good addition to any table. Seriously, I can't wait to get my hands on one personally. I've been bugging him to make me one for our table. Nope,
you guys come first.
Absolutely. And so we're actually going to sign this dice tower. Everybody from the cast, whether and I mean everybody, anybody who's on Star Wars, L5R, Call of Cthulhu, anybody who's played games regularly on our show, we're all going to sign the bottom of it and number it number 1. This is the first giveaway we're ever doing. So if you win this one, you'll be the only one to have that.
But wait, there's more.
Is there?
I think Rick said he was throwing something in there.
Oh, Rick did. Yeah, Rick's throwing in a free set of dice.
That's correct. And not only that, by subscribing to our Patreon, it doesn't matter what level you are, whether it's our $2 all the way up to the $15, not only do you get those entries into that contest or into the giveaway, we support on this channel a mental health initiative. And the group that we decided to back is called NAMI. It's the National Alliance of Mental Illness. So 5% of everything that is donated before we ever see a cent to go towards the channel, towards anything that we do, that will go directly towards NAMI.
Yeah, and we're really excited to be able to do that to help people that are in need in that way. And NAMI's a great organization, 100% transparency rating, just a really, really all-around good partner for us.
So I think we're kind of pushing this one out a little bit longer now, and I think I just wanted to announce that I myself, as I've done some of the work for the channel and starting to build a few things for us, I've kind of found a niche where I really enjoy doing some of that work. So I do have an announcement where there is a 7-part series that I'm putting out that is for the absolute beginner in getting into the crafting for your gaming tables. And what I mean by that, this first series is going to take you from the standpoint of I don't even have paint, I don't have materials, all the way through to the point where you're creating your own dungeon tiles and floor tiles. And then we'll expand the series after that's taken place. But if this series, with this series kicking off, it'll probably go out at least twice a month. And then that way you can follow along as even I'm exploring and getting better into the craft.
Absolutely. And we've got a lot of people on our crew that paint things like for miniature war games and have some experience in building terrain and stuff like that. So we'll probably explore that as well with those DIYs going forward.
And you know what? With Rick's game coming up in D&D, he's going to be the beneficiary right off the bat.
Yeah.
He's going to be the one that's going to get all the terrain.
Yep. He's going to see all of that, and you guys are going to see all of that on camera, which is going to be really cool if you're watching on YouTube. Mike, man, I have a confession to make for the show.
You do?
I do. I don't know everything there is to know about gaming. Like I'm the GM, and I just don't know it all.
You don't? Well, that sounds like a personal problem.
It is. Is there a way that I can find some of that information and maybe like have some fun doing it?
Well, that depends. Are you going to admit that you're the conductor of the poop train?
I will always admit that.
Okay. Well, then you might want to check out our Table Babble.
Table Babble. That's right, folks. This was a horrible segue to talk about Table Babble.
But we got poop in there.
We did. We got.
All right. I'm too excited.
We got poop in there. It's a new show that we're testing out still a little bit, where we basically sit at the table for a little while and talk about questions that we find on forums, over Facebook, on Twitter, wherever we can find questions right now. And farming those questions is it's not only difficult, but we also are unsure that it's things that anybody cares about. So we've created a questionnaire that we've put onto our social media platforms like Facebook and Twitter and Instagram, and we'll even put a link in the YouTube video, so you can click on that right away. And
they're already in the descriptions.
So you can click on that and ask questions about Dungeons & Dragons, Legend of the Five Rings, Call of Cthulhu, any game that we play and even any game that we don't, or just general questions about role-playing, how to be a better GM, how to be a better player, whatever questions you have that you think we may be able to give you some kind of answer to.
Inappropriate screaming from barbarians, which we did cover.
We did cover that. We also covered, what else can druids do? We talked about things like that. So we enjoy having those conversations. We're talking about that stuff anyway. And so we would love an opportunity to answer your questions about that. And it makes it so much more meaningful for the show when we're answering questions from people who are actually listening to us. So
it helps you get to know us better.
It does. And it helps us get to know what you're looking for better, because we can then include stuff like that in our games as well to help see how that plays out. So definitely click those links, fill those out, check out those new DIY videos. I'm really excited for those, and just taking more and more steps toward giving content that matters to the RPG community.
All right. Well, guys, keep on adventuring.
We'll see you guys in May.
Have a good one.